Hi everyone, I'm Ashutosh. In this video, I'll talk about Retrieval Augmented Generation RAG. I have built a small utility and I will walk you through all the steps that are part of basic RAG flow, and I will show you how I have implemented this. In this utility, primarily I'm consuming all the real-time stock data for certain tickers like Tesla, Google, Microsoft, and others. And then I'm going to process it. So user is going to send a query and then we will see how we get the response. Now, these are the steps that you can see in this mind map that are part of this basic RAG workflow. So the first step is data loading. In this case, I'm consuming data from Yahoo Finance using the API calls. After that, the second step is data chunking. So once I have the stock data with me, I break it into chunks. Then the third step is embedding and vector store. Now I have the data chunks. I create the numerical representations, and with that I create the vectors. And I use OpenAI embeddings for the same. Once I have these vectors created, I'm going to store it into a vector database. In this case, I'm using a Facebook AI similarity search, FAISS. That's the vector database I'm going to use in this case. After that, the user sends a query. So in this case, we are going to convert the question that we get from the user that also into a vector before making a query to the database. So we have the user query, we change it into vectors, we go to the vector database phase and we make the query and we retrieve the data. Once we retrieve the response from vector database, we create a context. So this context will have all the relevant information related to the user query, as well as any related documents that we have it in the database. After that, we take this context and we take the original query from the user, and we have already written a prompt in the code. That prompt is nothing but an advice to the LLM, how it will behave, how it will respond. So these three as an input: query, context, and prompt. We pass it to the LLM. In this case, I'm using GPT-4o model. Once the LLM gets all these three as an input, it generates a response, and that is something we are going to pass it back to the user. So this is the overall workflow, basic workflow of RAG. I will just explain it one more time quickly. So we consume the data, we break it into chunks, we convert it into vectors, we store it into vector database. After that, user sends a query. Again, that user query, we change it into vector. We make a search with this user query related vector to the vector database. We get response. With that, we create a context that has all the related information for the query. Along with that, we take the prompt and the original user query, we pass it back to the LLM as an input, and the LLM generates the response. So this is the overall workflow, and that's what I have implemented in the utility. Okay, so now this is the utility. I'm going to run it first, and then I'm going to ask user queries. Okay, so my first question is, tell me about stock prices on Feb 15th, 2024. And here is the response. And same, if I have to validate, I'll go to the CSV file where I have stored all the data for Feb 15th. And you can see 183.19, and that's the price for Apple. And similarly for Amazon, you can see 169, which reflects here. So this is the stock data related CSV in which I have stored all the data that I have consumed from Yahoo Finance. Similarly, we can ask more questions. I have two more questions ready. This question is, which stocks had prices above $200 on July 15th? And I get a response. The third question is, which stocks had prices above $300 on July 15th? And the answer is Microsoft. So you can see the above question was also for July 15th, and the last one is also for July 15th. So here you got the response for all the stocks which is above $200. Now my last question was for $300, so the obvious answer is Microsoft, and that's what you have got it. Okay, so that's all from my end. You have seen all the steps involved in basic RAG workflow and how we can apply it on real-time stock data with the help of LangChain. And yep, let me know your thoughts whether you liked it or not. Thank you.